Hey there, Libra community. Soul Tigress here with a story for this suave community. Now, the vibe that I've been picking up from the Libra community has been one that is very busy. Some of your friends, I feel like, are not really hearing from the Libras. All I know is the Libras that I know have been on my mind lately. And I even dreamt about a Libra last night. Right before I woke up is when I seen them. And the face is stern. They're really focused. So, what is it that this Libra is so focused on? Well, just like yourselves, I'm just showing up to the table. So I'm not too sure what's going to come out, but I'm very, very interested in being called into their frequency to see what's going on. So let's go ahead and get started. As usual, Moonology is here. So let's get started. I've already called in Libra community's ancestors, spirit guides, and angels to be a part of this story, along with divine and universal energy as guardians and protectors of the Libra frequency. So let's see what's going on. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So far, this could be pointing that the Libra in this story is working on the foundation for their home. Could be the inner home, but also the outer home, meaning the home that they reside in. It's time to take action. And this is a new moon in Aries. Aries is a cardinal sign. And cardinal is a movable sign. So what is it that this Libra needs to grow in this new direction with? Because cardinal signs help bring on a new season. New season means new growth or a new step in a different direction. All right. And as I say that, what we see is, another ram on the horizon here. A fury climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So we have two earth cards here, both with needing to take action and seeing that action, knowing that it could ruffle some feathers maybe. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. All right. So maybe not holding on to those fears so tightly. A new direction to go. When we live in our fears, we tend to only see through the lenses of those fears. So what is the action to take? What is the new way to go? And that new way for this Libra in this story has to do with balance, spirituality, and practicality. The polarities within between wisdom and a new. How is the Libra in this story going to flow? All right, let's see one more card. One more card. Let's get one more card here. Another card that we don't see. Libra community. The one in this story has to know you're very close to achieving your goal. I'm telling y'all, the energy I felt was very, very focused. Maybe what's coming out is that backing of where this focus is at in this story for this Libra. I'm feeling like a confirmation is what's going to come out. So let's get started with the tarot. Whatever so far that the Moonologies are confirming for this introduction, the tarot is definitely going to give us a closer view. Maybe a closer view into what this Libra is holding on to. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors, what is it that wants to come out for the present, for this community? And there's a lot we're not seeing, Libras. It's a 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, and it's almost fully in that reversed position. There's a fight within that wants to be over, because this lands under the work through your fears and a little bit towards that balanced spirituality and practicality. What? Oh, here we go. Another card that we don't see. A King of Wands. An upright. Lands right onto the 5 of Wands. What is it that this passionate king, strong king, this is a very strong, passionate energy. This would be a very strong forward of an energy. One who lets their passions lead. And that's what we're getting, passions and foundation. So far this Libra is at war because they see something in a totally different, passionate or foundation view. And this is what kind of keeps them at war, being wary. What else would like to come out for the present, for the Libra community? Tired of being stuck. I'm hearing the word in the same old, same old. What's the same old, same old? Instability. That instability that always seems to come in. Instability that always, and it's a slow moving instability. I'm getting like a slug. It's like once they come in, it takes them a while to go, or it takes this Libra a while to vacate that energy from their premises. What else would like to come out? Okay, so majority of these cards already in the present have came out face down. Is this why it's time to take action? Because Libra has really been weighing on it on an other end. Has Libra only been seeing it from one view? Let's find out. See what's going on. I have Judgment in reverse, and this lands on the King of Wands in upright and the 5 of Wands in reverse. And then I have the Hermit, who is almost in reverse. Same direction as this Judgment card. What I'm hearing that an ancestor is relaying is saying the verdict is already out. The verdict's already out. Now, why we're trying to flip this different ways, I don't know. But for this passionate view, the way this foundation wants to be built, the verdict's out. And what that could mean, because Judgment is in reverse. So it could be that Libra has swayed in a way where there is not trust. Where you have the Hermit who follows the star, follows the intuition, follows that authentic self. What is Hermit? Hermit is the Virgo, I believe. Virgo is about medicine and partnering up with others. So what is it about either one that could have this Libra not trusting, already swayed in one direction? That, I think we're going to find out more in the block. Because this, again, is all falling under that balanced spirituality and practicality. I'm seeing a clock. Is it a time thing? Oh, hold on. What else would like to come out for the Libra community? For the present moment, what else would like to come out? Breathe. That's what I'm hearing. Breathe. Take some deep breaths. Whatever, whoever, I say whatever and whoever, because this could be a person, place, or thing that this Libra is harboring on, is a part of that balancing. Whatever lessons this energy had brought. Because I'm focused on how it took its wand and went in a totally different direction. What I just heard is, will this happen again? Will this, and this could be why Judgment is already swayed in one direction. Why the trust is not really there for this part of the journey. I think there's a fear, and I'm going to say this because one of the keywords I was picking up for this story for Libra, and I really hounded in on this, or honed in on this, I should say, not hound, honed it. Oh, I did kind of sniff it out. No, I'm playing. Is enjoy feeling abused. And I couldn't figure out why, of all these keywords, this was some of the keywords that stuck out. And I'm wondering, whoever this Knight of Wands energy was, they at one time wrote in as if they could add. But it ended up being a write out, a rollout, and they actually took. And I would say, looking at what they took not only part of the foundation, that this Libra was building, but they took a lot of the stability. They took a lot of that courage to really, set it off in a passionate way for this Libra. That's what I'm picking up. And the Chariot falls out. And the Chariot falls out onto the Four of Swords in reverse, the Five of Wands, and a little bit of the King of Wands in upright. And Chariot is of, nope, take that back. Not the King of Wands. Just the Five of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. This Chariot is almost fully blocked. Chariot, I believe, represents Cancer. There's 2 Cancer cards here. This has to do with a personal resolution. I'm hearing it's something that this Libra is going to have to weigh in using their own scales. Sometimes Libra can, okay, let me put it this way. With cardinal energies, it's a moving into a new season for each cardinal energy. And what would be opposite of movement would be hinder. And right now, this Libra has hindered this movement around this. And it is encompassed by the fears. Could it be a fear of going off in the same kind of direction? I'm not sure, but again, a clock does pop up in my mind. It has to do something with the clock. All right, what else would like to come out? Oh, and it's a 10 of Pentacles inside position that lands on the 4 of Swords. In reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and would you know, the Chariot. Can it happen? Can I have my 10 of Pentacles? This is what they're fighting inside. For some reason, I feel like Libra doesn't believe that they can have this. And then I get the Temperance in reverse. And what I get, because you would usually have it upright, this is a good omen in upright. Very good omen in upright. In reverse, I take it as... Now, hold up when you hear this next word, because we're going to stop and we're going to look at it from a few views. Doom. I take it as doom. And one way a person can doom themselves is in the way that they think about certain situations. Now, that is brought up about by different experiences. Another way a person can doom themselves is never really fully feeling their value. And when you can feel your value, validate your value, you are more whole within. And little things that happen on the path don't seem to blow up as much inside. That's what I'm getting from that Temperance in reverse. Anything else want to come out for the present? I'm hearing maybe one card. One card? Okay. All right. Here we are. And what lands on the Chariot, the 10 of Pentacles inside, is touching on the Knight of Wands in upright, the 5 of Wands in reverse, and the Temperance in reverse. It's a Knight of Cups. This Libra is torn one way in the emotions in this story, and they're torn another way with the passion. The emotions are still living with that past energy, that past slug, whoever that slug was, which I could point back to whatever resolution that's reached within. That's a lot to spell out, Libra. Wow, that is a lot to spell out. That's a lot to carry, too. That is a lot to carry. Does this Libra feel like too much time has been wasted? And they're beating themselves up about it? Maybe they feel like their timing wasn't right. Their timing wasn't right on something, and something got held up. Something with time. Maybe it's keep going back in time and replaying this and replaying this and replaying this. Let's talk about the block, because right now we're just speculating on the present. Thank you, Libra community, for sharing this. All right, let's talk about the block. What would like to come out? We have the Five of Coins. The fear of being left out in the cold again. Because this Five of Coins is looking dead at the King of Wands. Is looking at the Knight that's riding away. The Five of Coins. And it's touching on the Temperance too. So this is the doom feeling. Again, who they build with is just going to take off and go in their direction again. So I have the stability that's saying it. I have their thoughts that's saying it so far in this block. What else wants to come out? Whoever this Knight of Wands is, whoever has already swayed the judgment for this Libra and has them not trusting in themselves, has brought on a self-sabotaging energy. A self-sabotaging energy. One that ties a person up. I'm hearing in the day, in the night. It could be 5D, it could be 3D. It's there. And what we don't see that's tying it up, it has to do with the Ten of Coins, the ideal stability, and being surrounded with the ideal people. Because I'm looking down low. Them characters down low seem a little bit questionable. That ideal stability with the ideal people around them. But how do they face the ghosts of the past? The way that their foundation has been built. The way that this Libra has swayed in their scales. Or tilted, I should say, not swayed, tilted. And for the block, this is why this is in reverse. Because in upright, look at, that would have just happened. In reverse, the block is saying, this is what I want. I'm blocked because I know what I want. I know there's other people I can surround myself with and have that stability. But again, it comes at the cost of facing the skeletons in my closet. If I face those skeletons, what is my outcome though? Is the Libra in this story trying to wager the outcome if they say do the work versus if they don't do the work? If I do the work and still get the same outcome, I'm hearing what was the point? Ooh, Libras. That's tilting off in one direction. So what I feel with the third eye that says is no inner work is ever wasted. Once you start working on you, it's always a progressional thing. You can have setbacks, and those setbacks can take days, months, years. It may take something to awaken. Again, starting up. But those are times of rest. We can't always be having our scales in one direction where it's always action, 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 action. There's times where that action has to take a break, and here comes rest, 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 rest. And it's during those resting periods that give time for one to reflect, for this person, this Libra in this story to think. Libra is a movable energy. The Libras I know especially love movement. They love movement. They're a moving type of crowd. Whether the movement is in positive or the movement is in another direction. I've even, my kids' father is a Libra, and reflecting even on the masculine Libras, they're not one just to sit back. That's the thing. So this block is really, it's probably been one that's been weighing on their scales for quite some time. But for some reason, there's this push, there's this pull, and this is why they're feeling this climax. You got so much going on. One thing is, I believe we entered the age of Aquarius. And age of Aquarius, Aquariuses are all about building, moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. How can they move forward and serve themselves as well as serve others? And I say that because Libras are community people. They are community people. They want to be balanced, not just in themselves, but in their community as well. And I'm feeling like if there's missing pieces in their community, they're going to be there. They're going to stand up. They're going to help fill that missing piece. So if there is something that is really weighing on the Libra story in their mind that has them thinking that it's my fault all this happened, again, it's coming back to balancing the spirituality and practicality, the realness of it, the realness. Trusting in your journey. All right, what else comes out for the block is the Sun in reverse, and the Sun lands on what this Libra is stuck on. The foundation, this Knight of Cups, this unavailable emotional energy. And I have the Ace of Swords. And then I have the Sun that landed in reverse on top of that. And again, under it also is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I have a Knight of Cups in reverse. I have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse, all reflecting that some kind of ties are still bound, and that's what's keeping this Libra away. So far, that's what the block is explaining. And the fear has to, again, do with that past experience. Did that past experience take a level of dedication for this Libra? Maybe it's a level of dedication that they have never exerted to anyone else, because I'm looking at all of these lamps, and these lamps are not out in the open, and it looks like they could be in an area where there's a gathering of things, and you would want to keep it off in a special room. So this is something that it was built. They built it. It was very special to them. And what I have is, oh gee golly, the Knight of Wands. Lands on the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the whole thick of it, the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles. What's at the Four of Swords. Jeez. I wonder if this one is trying to explain that this rash energy that was so taking, that's coming in with their spoon again. I'm wondering if this one pops up at times. It likes to come in at random moments. As I'm looking at how it's looking at this card. Is it time for Libra to take action? Maybe to get stubborn back with this energy, because who do you think's going to win out of these two? You have a goat and you have a ram. You have immaturity, you have a little bit more wisdom. I would say Libra needs to start betting on themselves, because they're pretty neat. They are pretty neat. And they can fill their cups again. But those cups come at a price. Facing those skeletons in the closet. All those things that have this Libra bound up. All the fears that this Libra feels. Whatever this Libra feels that's going to happen again. This is the fears that Libra has to work through. And has been working through. Because again, this I said is just a confirmation into what Libra is feeling. They already know this. They're very smart. And again, it's a confirmation because we already had this out. You are very close to achieving your goal. This could be like the last hurdle. The last hurdle for the Libra community. All right. So what's going to help out with the block? What will help out with this block? I just kind of heard erase the time. Erase the time. I don't know what that means. Erase the time. I don't know if it's on a time schedule. Maybe if Libra feels like they don't do something by this time, or because something wasn't done by this time, that's also creating a block for them, or feeds into this block for them. All right, so what would like to come out to help with the block? Universal and divine energy, angels. What is it? Can I ask about specifically that time? What would like to help out for the Black? Again, when we ask about the time, it's an inner journey. And it falls onto the Temperance. It falls onto the 10 of Coins, to the 4 of Cups. Everybody has their cycles. Their time to get to their Trinity, their goal, is all in accordance to their contracts, their lessons, their experiences. That's what I'm getting to relay there. What else would like to come out? Movement into balance. And that lands on the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles. What was that? The 6 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and everything underneath, because you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Movement into balance over these skeletons in the closet. Our past experiences can really tie us up inside, especially if we feel like there was something that we didn't do or something we didn't show up as. And maybe that's the whole thing, is taking away the time element and looking at it through the polarities. Maybe it's seeing how at that time this Libra was of a younger perspective, a younger polarity, and now that Libra is looking back at it, they're of a more wisdom polarity, grounding themselves out in this and really feeling how much has changed. I'm trying to get this to pick up the grounding part. There we go, a little bit. Ooh. Even if you don't feel like you're grounding out, merely doing the practices of it and getting that routine going, that is the key for anything. To get better at something means practicing it more and more and more. And then what we have is a new day. Movement into balance. Knowing that whatever's in that past that's blocking this Libra is of past. And they have the choice to come into the present and the future any which way they wish to. And as we talk about the future, we have unlimited possibilities. And it lands under that it's time to take action. Maybe it's time to see that this Libra is unlimited possibilities. All right. Last card. Last card, Libra community. I can't believe it. We're already here. I said last card. You give me a couple of them. I love it. And these are going to land. Hold on, let me put them back where that one landed. Okay. So these ones technically would have landed towards the unlimited possibilities, number 19. Where that originally landed, but it's also landing on the thick of things that have Libra tied up still. That energy that seems to keep coming in ever so often. They can't seem to untie from it. And what I have looking down directly at that Knight of Wands is omens. Libras, even when you feel at your most loneliest within, your guides are there. They're watching over you. Take in the omens. Slow down. Part of balancing oneself is grounding themselves out. And with grounding means slowing down that air current. Because what happens in the springtime when seasons change and there's too much wind? Well, if there's too much wind on a continuous basis, things can't really grow. Those wind currents have to know when to slow down. And then what else that lands? $27. The Libra in this story needs to strip the illusions. Strip the illusions that make them feel like they're any less than what they are. Stripping the illusions is going to help this Libra take action. Some of the strongest warriors are not strong because they don't have fears. It's because they work through their fears. It's okay. It's okay to look back at a mistake and say, wow, I made that. That was a mistake. But you know what? Now I've grown and I have learned. Maybe developing a positive affirmation that says, just for today, I will be open to learning. Just for today, I will be open to the messages that are being given. Just for today, I will believe in unlimited possibilities. Because remember, this is all an inner journey. And this Libra, in this story, got this. Because they've already been working on it. This is just confirmation. All right? Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this frequency with me today. Now, I hope y'all have